This was recorded well over a year ago, thusly meaning there is no news section. We just go straight into the reviews on this episode, though the next episode will have outdated news, but news nonetheless. So next episode will be normal. This one's going to be a little bit different, going straight into the reviews. And thanks for listening. Go ahead and rate us on Spotify and all that. But anyway, we are going to talk about albums. In the last episode, Mitch gave me more prog.
Hey!
Even more prog. This doesn't have a Metallum page, which I'm not really surprised at.
Because
this is
it's
an album.
the first not metal album I've given you.
Correct. This is a progressive rock, and Wikipedia also labels it as progressive pop, which I can kind of see.
I would argue that his newer stuff is more progressive poppy, but yes.
Poppy? I love Poppy.
Shut the fuck up, I hate her.
She has a song, or, well, maybe I'm not surprised because MGK was the music director of it, but there's a song of hers on WWE 2K22, and it's not horrible, mainly because there are two MGK songs on the record, on the game too. Really, I can't even tell when his songs are on. It's, for me, if it's a pop punk thing or a punk rock song, it's the most generic thing ever, and I don't care. I'm more mad that they have a song by Asking Alexandria on there, and it's not like new Asking Alexandria. It's the oh my god, like 2010 Asking Alexandria. I forget what the song's called because I don't care. I keep going off track. Progressive rock, progressive pop record, Hand Cannot Erase by one Steven Wilson. You might know Steven Wilson's name because it may have been brought up on our 5th episode when I was talking about Blackwater Park, because I believe he guests on one or more of the songs on there.
And he guests on several songs from different albums. He's also on Deliverance and Damnation.
I didn't realize he was on Damnation.
I'm pretty sure he is.
He and Åkerfeldt are apparently pretty good friends. They're also in the band Storm Corrosion.
Yeah, I don't know if you would call it a band. It's a project. They have only done one album, but it's purely just those two.
So yeah, he and Åkerfeldt are pretty closely related. This is an album, Hand Cannot Erase is an album that was released in 2015. It runs about an hour and 5 minutes.
Standard Mitch length.
Standard Mitch length. I'm just looking through personnel and stuff like that. They have a lot of, a standard amount of people, but then there's a lot of like specific things. So you have Steven Wilson on lead vocals, obviously. The Mellotron, keyboards. I feel like those would be the same thing, but whatever. Guitars, bass guitar, banjo, hammered dulcimer. No idea what that is. Programming, shakers, effects, which I don't think you can put effects on as a album credit.
I'm sorry. Slipknot has a sampler.
Okay, fair enough. You got me. You got me on a sampler. I just don't know, but I understand what sampler does. I don't know what effects means.
I would assume similar to a sampler. He's just like pressing a button and it's like firework noises.
Interesting. I'm not going to go through all of these names, but they have a lot of albums. They have a lot of different stuff in this record, and I don't know if that's just something that's like kind of related to prog. If prog just utilizes a lot of different like instruments, or if that's like a Steven Wilson thing.
It's kind of more of a Steven Wilson thing.
Okay, fair enough.
And like Devin Townsend.
Yeah, Devin is obviously. You have a guy that played Chapman stick. You have piano, Hammond organs. Celesta, no idea what that is. Okay, it's another keyboard. Fender Rhodes piano is another keyboard. Wurlitzer is another keyboard. They played a lot of keyboards. Then, of course, you have like a Moog synthesizer. Flute and baritone saxophone. You have a spoken word segment. That's not really an instrument. That's just another person.
That's somebody talking.
That's just somebody talking. And then you have the London Session Orchestra for strings on a couple of tracks as well. What I'm saying is this album has a lot of parts to put together. It's, by all accounts, it should be a very dense mix. Similar to what Devin does a lot in his music. However, instead of being like an over-the-top just cluster of noises and things going on, like Devin Townsend's music does a lot of the time. This is a lot more stripped back because it is progressive rock. It's a bit cleaner, and not that Devin stuff isn't clean, but
he has a wall of sound.
Just a brick wall hitting you almost at all times. Whereas this album, it's very, very pretty. This album is very gorgeous.
I sent you a hammered dulcimer, by the way.
You sent me a hammered dulcimer. Okay, yeah.
They're used a lot in like Eastern music and Middle Eastern.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like a stringed instrument
it's a string instrument that you hit.
Gotcha.
With hammers.
Yes, given the name hammered dulcimer. Yeah, this album is very, very pretty. That is something I could say about it. It's actually gorgeous to listen to. I love the mix on it. And I'm not sure who.
I'm pretty sure Steven Wilson mixed it.
Yeah, production, composition, arrangements, artwork, design. There are a couple of different engineers, so I think he probably worked with the two other engineers plus the string engineer on everything. It's very gorgeously mixed. I love the tones on this record. The acoustic guitar parts throughout are very, very not in your face, but the transience of each like note and things that they're playing really sticks out, and I think they're very pretty. I love the drums and the bass tone, especially in the first track. Once everything starts going, the bass tone is gorgeous. Okay, maybe it's not the first track. I forgot that Spotify actually has these labeled a little bit differently. Like on Wikipedia here, there are 11 tracks, but I think on Spotify there's only like 8 because they combine like First Regret and 3 Years Older.
Oh, really?
Into one track. Right. It's a little weird. They do the same with Home Invasion and Regret Number 9. And then they do the same with Happy Returns. It's here on.
They did that on the actual CD, I think, too.
Do they? Well, I guess they split them up just to have them there. I was always confused why some of the tracks on Spotify had like it's this and this. So part of me was like, did you have to have like different names in different countries or something? Because that's kind of something that I could see happening. That's not the case. I really did enjoy this record. It is the first like progressive rock album I think I've ever sat through all the way. And it's really good. There are parts where I really start to zone out on it, and not in like I'm really enjoying this kind of way. It's kind of like there's a lot of things happening in my brain. I've kind of talked in the past with prog. It's kind of hard for me to piece out specific moments in prog because it's just always changing.
Given, the genre name.
Yeah. And it's kind of like that with Blackwater Park. I can't really name a lot of specific parts in Blackwater Park. I love the record, and the things that I do kind of attach onto are vocal melodies because I'm a vocalist and it's easier for me to kind of keep that in. Or just parts that really stand out, especially like openings, like not the same record, obviously, but Heir Apparent. I love the piano part in Heir Apparent in the very beginning.
Yep.
This one, it's kind of the same thing. I don't remember a lot of specific, like I couldn't like sing a lot of any specific riffs or anything, but there are moments that I remember. It's one of those things. I think in Happy Returns, it's one of the last tracks on the record, depending where you're listening to it.
Oh,
it's either
man,
the last or where it's really like the no. At first I'm like, this is stupid and cheesy, but now I get that stuck in my head. I'm like, it's just very catchy. I like it. Similarly,
also that song is so fucking depressing.
It's interesting, yeah, because musically it's actually very happy. Or at least upbeat to listen to. I don't find it depressing. There are other songs that are way more depressing.
The reason I say that is because of the subject matter of like her sending the letter saying, I bet you thought I was dead, but I'm alive or something. And she's actually dead after that letter is sent.
Yeah, so that is one thing. You told me that it was maybe not pseudo is the right word. It's a light concept album. Or maybe
Yeah,
it's
so
just fully a
it's
concept
based off of an actual real life event
album.
of somebody in London, a woman. She goes off to like live in the big city and something, but literally she like basically disappears off the face of the earth, and no one ever checked in on her. No one ever like looked in, and finally like the landlords had the cops come and like check on her after years, and she had been dead with her TV on and everything in her living room for years. No one knows what happened at all, kind of thing. And so that's basically what the album is about. I always forget what that case is called, but no one knows what happened, and also no one understands why like her boyfriend or the family never like checked in on her or anything along those lines.
We have here, according to Wilson, the album is written from a female perspective, and the concept and story are inspired by the case of Joyce Carol Vincent.
Yes.
Where a woman living in a large city dies in her apartment, and no one misses her for over 2 years?
Yeah, no.
Despite her having friends and family. Wilson explained, quote, the basic story or concept of the record is about a woman growing up who goes to live in the city very isolated, and she disappears one day and no one notices. There's more to it than that. Now what's really interesting about the story is that your initial reaction when you hear a story like that is, little old bag lady no one notices, no one cares about. Vincent wasn't like that. She was young, she was popular, she was attractive, she had many friends, she had family, but for whatever reason, nobody missed her for 3 years, unquote. That's very depressing.
Yeah. No, it is an incredibly depressing album.
And I mean, there are parts where I definitely, I caught some of that, but I didn't catch it all the time. Like, there are little lines here and there that connect between songs, but I never really kind of clicked through the whole thing. Like, I think my favorite song on the record is Routine.
Oh, really? Huh. Wasn't expecting that.
For some reason, I mean, I think it's the vocal patterns. I really like the na 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 na. I really like the vocal melodies. I like the lyrics. You know, I mean, obviously, right now I'm struggling to think of any, but I don't know. I really like that song. I really enjoy Happy Returns as well. 3 Years Older is pretty good as well, and I have mixed opinions about Perfect Life. I can't decide if I like the spoken word or not.
Yeah, I mean, out of everything, that's probably my least favorite.
Especially because it gets very repetitive near the end. We've got just...
Well, I mean, that was definitely on purpose to like hammer in an idea. My two favorite tracks have got to be probably the most metal sounding ones, which would be Home Invasion, number 9, and Ancestral. There we go.
Yeah, the Ancestral is the one where he's talking about like download and your gun.
No, that's Regret number 9, Home Invasion. Ancestral is the one that like has vocals in the beginning, but then like half the song is just instrumental. Towards the end, it's like right before Happy Returns. It's the last. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because I when I got home, I was listening to it on the way home, but when I got home, I still had Transients, Ancestral, and then Happy Returns Ascendant here on to listen to. And I was like, how long is this song? I was like, oh, right, it's 13 minutes long. Yeah. So example, like the lyrics, and maybe it's just because I haven't sat down and looked at them. It's what I caught. Because usually when I listen to this at work, I had the Spotify lyrics up to match what the song is when the option is there, which is really nice. Like Home Invasion, I didn't really catch I wasn't sure what the whole like download all of this stuff in the beginning was about. Yeah, that's just kind of I don't think I am the best market for concept albums, at least to like deep dive them, because honestly, I don't really pay attention that hard, which I probably should, but
which is also kind of hilarious since you're a vocalist.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I couldn't write a concept album. Like, I mean, I literally could. It just probably wouldn't be very good.
Oh, I mean, it is you doing it.
I've written cool concepts for songs, but like a whole album being a story, it would be rough for me. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have tons and tons and tons of things to say about the record. I really liked it. I thought it was very pretty to listen to. It was very depressing in some points as well. And now it's a lot more depressing now that I actually know the story it's based on. I had the idea. You told me about it, somebody who went missing, but I didn't realize the details. Yeah. On the critical reception part of the wiki, there it says that a German magazine called Visions declared Hand Cannot Erase to be, quote, the wall for the Facebook generation.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's accurate.
Yeah. I will say, like, Steven Wilson's very anti like social media and internet. So like that download song, I think was just about her specifically like trying to get the fulfillment of her life instead of like going outside and everything to like get it through.
Yeah,
media.
that could make sense because he did say that she was popular or something. She may have had like an online presence.
And and also it was the fact that like her home got invaded and she just got too scared to leave.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. That's what that song's about. She was too terrified to leave her apartment.
The more I learn about this case, the more depressed I get, Mitch. I feel like I need to go take my freaking meds.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Hand Cannot Erase, it's really good. I liked it a lot. Like I said, it's probably the first prog rock album I've sat through, and I did enjoy it. I would probably be down to listen to other stuff of his, but
you would probably like his older stuff more than his newer stuff.
Gotcha.
And also Porcupine Tree.
Right, I forgot he's part of Porcupine Tree. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I really do like his voice. I think he's a fantastic singer. I've actually wanted to cover one of the songs. Probably
Which song?
Routine.
Routine
or Happy Returns, one of the two. Yeah, I like it. I'll probably give it like a 7.5 or an 8.
Ooh, that is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I definitely liked way more of it than I disliked. Because I don't really have any strong negative opinions. I'm like, Perfect Life is kind of meh. But
it was going to be a hit or miss when I gave it to you. It's like, he's either going to really enjoy it or he's going to hate it. And I don't know. So here we go.
Yeah, this is one of those records that I don't really see anything that you could hate about it. Even with all of these like professional ratings on the critical reception part of Wiki, usually with any album, you're going to get at least one that's like, it's not that great. But no, all of them are like 8s and up. So like,
the only way you wouldn't like it is if you like didn't like progressive rock or something like that.
True. I assume, yeah. I keep disappointing one of my Facebook friends because they apparently really like Deftones. And I keep saying Deftones is garbage because they are.
If somebody could make me understand why Deftones is so well liked and it not just be them saying it's horny corn.
Does Axe Body Spray, the band, help at all?
No, because that just reminds me of middle school and early high school.
But the reason I brought that up was, so speaking of Primus, they're still doing their Rush tribute tour.
Oh, that's right.
And the thing is, like, I kind of want to go to the Fort Wayne show now because I skipped out on the indie show because I thought it was just going to be a Rush set. And I'm like, I don't mind Rush, but I don't know anything off this particular album that they're doing a front to back cover of. But apparently it was a double set and they did a Primus set too. So I'm like, I kind of want to go to this one now.
It would have been really weird for them not to do a Primus set.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where they didn't advertise it as such. Because I think when I went to go see the Primus and the Chocolate Factory show, they billed it as a double set. So they were like, we're going to play all of this and we're going to do a normal set too. And
I've gone to a couple of shows like that as well. Like Insomnium did the entirety of Winter's Gate, but they're the headlining band and Winter's Gate's only 40 minutes long. So then like the other half of the show was... Yeah, and when I went and saw Steven Wilson live the only time, it was for Hand Cannot Erase. And they did the entirety of Hand Cannot Erase. And then they did some other Steven Wilson. And I think they did one Porcupine Tree song.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So yeah, if you want to go see Primus, you're more than welcome to.
No, thank you.
So they do put on a great show.
I don't doubt that one bit. I just don't care for the music at all. I will always say they are very talented. Like, I cannot deny that. I just don't like the way it sounds.
They do a lot of improv too, which I think is pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome. Still don't care.
Screw you, Mitchell. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna give. Oh, right, I didn't even finish that. I was Rush, prog rock. I said, I don't really like Rush that much, but I want to go to see the Primus set. It was like, it's like first Deftones and now Rush. Man, you're killing me. Like, I'm pretty new to prog in general, especially prog rock, and especially early prog rock or older prog rock. I find 80s prog and back. Oh, I fucking hate
80s. I hate 80s prog.
I just hate
I enjoy Rush.
I find it cheesy. I find old prog to be cheesy.
But yeah, I mean, that's how I am too. That's why I don't like Dream Theater, because Dream Theater, like 90% of the time, even though they're like, still playing music and everything, it's all 80s cheese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only Dream Theater song I actively like is that I've listened to, obviously, is Panic Attack.
Yeah.
And mainly because the riff is really good. But
it's like Dream Theater are all amazing musicians, but it's too much cheese.
So that's that. Hand Cannot Erase, Steven Wilson. It's pretty solid. Give it like a 7.5 or an 8, depending on the day. It's pretty good. I'd be interested in listening to some of his other work. I probably won't unless you give it to me, though, because I know how I am.
Yeah. I'm probably
recommend,
gonna have to force you to listen to that Swallow the Sun album.
I really did like that song.
I know you did.
I thought it was very good, but you're also probably right. Right now, I'm trying to I'm trying to listen to more stuff that I can give you. Right now, I think I have a 13 album backlog that I can choose from.
You can give me that Swallow the Sun album. I'll listen to it.
I was going to half joke. It's like, I'm going to give you, I don't remember the record. The Way of All Flesh.
Yes.
But anyway.
My second favorite Gojira album.
What's your first? Oh, From Mars.
Yeah. No, actually, I think it's L'Enfant Sauvage.
Gotcha. I don't know if I have placements for them, to be honest.
I mean, I think part of that's nostalgia because that was the first tour I saw them do.
Fair enough. Yeah, I thought I had a relatable thing to comment, but I don't. Okay.
Are you purposely cutting in and out?
No, I was just breathing weird, so Discord probably wasn't liking it.
Good. I didn't like it either.
That'll probably stay in. Anyway, Mitchell, what did you listen to?
Garbage. Trash.
Okay.
The worst of the worst. He gave me deathcore.
There should be an adjective in front of that.
Bad deathcore. No, he gave me Melancholy by the band Shadow of Intent, and it is symphonic deathcore. And you know what? I may or may not have been a little surprised by this one.
In a good way or a bad way?
Well, I guess that's why we have this podcast now, isn't it?
Well, fair enough. Fair enough.
No, I absolutely really enjoyed this. It reminded me of, I honestly probably one of the most favorite things you've given me besides, Nadir and Cattle Decap.
So 2 deathcore albums and Death
And
Grind.
Archspire.
And Tech Death.
And Tech Death. You can't call New Cattle Decap Death Grind.
It's still pretty death grindy.
It's
like
more
it's not just
grind.
death grind, but
so yeah, basically what I've been learning from you showing me shit. Also, I wouldn't call the Nadir album really deathcore, to be fair, or not Nadir, Black Tongue album. It's more atmospheric than that, and I haven't checked any of their other shit out. But what you have been showing me is maybe deathcore, not always so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like it's an entire genre of music with different bands and sounds and
Look,
things like that.
When people introduced me to deathcore, it was all the bad.
It was like MySpace era deathcore.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, don't get me wrong. There's still like tropes in deathcore that I absolutely don't like. Sometimes the vocals are like a big part, or like the big empty spaces of sound with just the China symbol.
That's so fun, though. It means the pit is coming.
I don't dig it, and it really don't dig it if I'm listening to it. It's a little bit different if I like hear it live. Like I have been to a Suicide Silence show back when
they put on a decent
Mitch, back when Mitch was the vocalist. It was my very first.
I wouldn't know that then.
Yeah, it was my very first time. I went to Mayhem Fest 2011. We've talked about this. Disturbed was the headliner over Megadeth.
I also saw them for the first time at Mayhem.
Also, just because I like shitting on Megadeth, do you remember that photo I sent you?
No.
Let me pull it up. I highlighted it because it made me happy. I send you a lot of things. Who knew?
You send me a lot of things. I gotta be honest. Like,
I only look at most of them.
I look at maybe a fourth of what you send me on Instagram, mainly because I get annoyed by the notification popping up like 3 times within 2 seconds.
Yeah, but then it's silent for a long time.
Yeah, maybe like 5 minutes until you send me like 13 other stuff.
Look, I depression scroll. Fuck off.
You do. I since getting off of my Facebook ban, I've begun doom scrolling again, and I need to stop.
So Five Finger Death Punch is streaming their new song, Afterlife, and it has announced a tour with Megadeth as openers.
I recall that. Yeah. Dave must be very happy about that. To be opening for Five Finger Death Punch.
Fuck Megadeth.
They deserve better than that, though.
No, they don't.
Dave may not, but Megadeth as a whole do.
Okay, I'll give the rest of the members a shadow of the doubt, which, I mean, Chris Adler, I don't know if he's still drumming for him or not.
I don't know. I don't know about that. But
anyways, yeah,
speaking of,
basically not everything is like stereotypical deathcore. Who knew?
Yeah.
And I should have known that because there are like progressive deathcore bands I like Slice the Cake and Chokran, which I've told Ethan about. And
I've listened to a little bit of Slice the Cake.
Never mind then. Slice the Cake has a 26-minute long song.
Melancholy has a 10-minute long song.
Just Mirror Reaper has a fucking 83-minute long song.
You can't do that when it's the only song. Quit biting me, cat.
You go.
I need to track. You guessed right who it was.
It's not going to be Woody.
No, Woody will bite me, but usually when I'm messing with him, I need to wrap them up in a towel and start cutting their nails because Jesus Christ, their nails. Like my hands are messed up.
Anyways, deathcore. Yes. So reasons I don't like deathcore typically is like the breakdowns almost all sound the fucking exact same. Lots of zeros in the tablature. But that's bad deathcore. There's good deathcore. Die Artist Murder is an example where they have songs that I absolutely fucking despise. And then they'll have a song and I'm like, is this really deathcore? Because this sounds good.
They're like Holy War.
Probably. So yeah, symphonic deathcore. The symphonic elements in general remind me of bands like that I'm going to name that Ethan doesn't know, like Brimir and Zareth.
Yep, you're right. No idea who those are.
They're both progressive symphonic metal bands. I believe Zareth isn't a thing anymore. Brimir recently came out with an album, I think like last year or the year before. And so the symphonic stuff is definitely a huge part of the music, similar to like Flesh God Apocalypse. Mm-hmm. But just like Flesh God Apocalypse, it's not the like crowning, shining moment versus like Septic Flesh,
Right.
where the guitar and drums and bass are more of a rhythmic / harmonizing part. They are definitely in the background, which is not a bad thing by any means whatsoever.
Supportive.
Yeah, they're very supportive. That's a good way to call it. And it's just very good. It's very dramatic. It pulls you in. They do some deathcore stuff that I don't like, mostly in the vocals, where they have that like raspy singing, almost talking kind of thing. They don't do the talking part, which I really don't like. But they do have like the raspy, clean vocals, which is not a turnoff for me per se, because it's mostly like the like gutturals and the high pitch, almost black metal stuff that you would hear in like Black Dahlia Murder.
Yeah.
Vocally.
Ben Dewar, I think is how you say his name, is regarded to be one of the better vocalists going right now.
I mean, he's very versatile. He's got a dynamic range of both techniques as well as just pitch, and not in terms of clean singing, but in terms of growling and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to, what is it Trevor Sternad? Is that Black Dahlia? Yeah. Similar to him, where you could do some really nice black metal highs, but you can get deep down and solid mid tier, as well as just doing different techniques similar to Cattle Decap, except not Cattle Decap, because Travis is a beast and does weird things with his tongue.
My favorite vocalist going. Probably, I would argue that Travis is probably the best vocalist in death metal right now. I mean, you could argue Dickie Allen.
I certainly would argue yes. He's not my favorite sounding vocalist, but if we're talking like purely skill and like versatility, 100%, yeah. But I don't always like Cattle Decap vocals, but that has nothing to do with talent.
It's okay to be wrong. I think the most versatile vocalist is Randy Blythe. My voice is messed up. I can't do that voice anymore.
Ha! Serves you right. That being said, I definitely don't have that opinion. I like Randy Blythe though, both as a person and a vocalist. Yeah, I mean, they had some songs where I like picked up. I have to like pull up the
track list. Do you have actual
track list?
Actual track notes?
Just one.
Well, it's usually
there was one
more
song.
Than usual.
Shut the fuck up. I guess the nice thing about us taking forever on these is we do listen to the record a lot more.
That is true, but honestly, after a while, I start to loathe the albums.
Yeah.
Like,
even though it's not like I'm listening to every day, but I'm doing better than listening to it the same day.
I swear to God, if you ever show up saying, I listened to it for the first time today, I
did do that once.
I know. If you ever do it again, I'm going to be so mad. I mean, I was mad then, but...
Hey, I gave that album a good review. Wasn't it Archspire?
I think it was one of the Cattle records. No, it wasn't one of the Cattle
No, it wasn't Cattle. I think it was Archspire.
It might have been Archspire. I would have to go back and look at our episode listings. I don't remember.
I'm almost 100% sure because I was mowing the lawn when I listened to it.
No, you said... or maybe there was more than one mowing story. I remember you said you were mowing the lawn during Cryptopsy.
It was Cryptopsy. I'm pretty sure it was Cryptopsy.
You said you stopped and was like, why does he do this?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm going to struggle to pronounce this. Odinophobia?
Odinophobia?
It's the 5th track.
Yeah, I'm looking at the track list. I'm going to Google it.
They do some like vocal stuff on that one that reminds me of a Dark Tranquility song that you haven't listened to.
Mm-hmm. It is Odinophobia as well.
Hey.
The fear of Odin. That's not what it means.
Okay, thank you. I was like, there's no way it's that on the nose. Also, that's not how you spell Odin.
What does it? The fear of nothing or the number 0.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it reminded me of the song Haven by Dark Tranquillity off the album Haven. Vocally and like the atmosphere that it was generating just during parts. And this album, like I remember hearing it for the very first time and I was just like, oh, Ethan got a good one. Hey. I'm going to enjoy listening to this.
I think Melancholy is probably one of the best openers. I love the
yes, it grabs you. So I'm pretty happy with this. I recommend it to people. It does not have a lot of deathcore tropes if that's what like worries you. I don't like there is a breakdown in there, and I was just kind of like, all right.
I think their most popular song is off of this record. It's the third one, Barren and Breathless Macrocosm.
I mean, they have a music video for it, so.
And they are labeled as symphonic/melodic deathcore.
Yeah. So it's a solid album. I recommend it. I'd give it like a 7.5, actually. I'm very happy with it. I'm more willing to check deathcore out.
So you didn't mention it. So do you know who did the orchestrations for this record?
Is it Christos from Septic Flesh?
Francesco from Flesh God.
I think I remember him talking about, when did this album come out? 2019? I think I remember him talking about this.
Yes.
And I never looked it up because I'm actually on Francesco's Facebook. Like, I think we're friends actually. You know, no big deal. Yeah, no, the pianist of Flesh God does a lot of like symphonic writing and piano tracking for a lot of bands. So this isn't the only one that he's done.
Maybe they just released an album this year. Maybe this one isn't as symphonic because I'm looking at the lineup and Francesco's there, but he's just labeled as keyboards. Maybe this one's more melodic than it is symphonic.
Well, I mean, he could be doing the like symphonic stuff on the keyboard because that's what he used to do for Flesh God.
True. I haven't listened to the record, so I don't know. But they do have Phil Bozeman from Whitechapel on there in one of the songs. It's kind of cool.
Another deathcore band that I don't absolutely despise.
I do like me some Whitechapel. But yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
I recently listened to Valley again.
Yeah.
It's solid.
Still holds up.
It's solid. Still holds up. It's not something that makes me like keep coming to it, but that just sounds like a jack off to Whitechapel's Valley.
The only song I don't like off of the Valley is Black Bear. I don't know why. It's just
I don't mind Black Bear. I remember you saying that, and I listened to it, and I was like, "No, this is pretty good."
Yeah, I've tried listening to it a couple times after that, and just trying to see if it was like maybe a wrong day type thing. But I don't know. I don't like it very much. I think it's kind of the most bland track on the record.
Okay, I'm looking up Francesco and what he's been in. Obviously, he's been in all of the fucking Flesh God stuff.
It's weird because Melancholy is the second worst rated album of theirs on Metallum.
There we go. Guest session. Oh, that's right. He's done stuff for Amorphous. Forgot about that. That's the big one I knew about. Never heard of these bands. He did something for Dragon Force. Surprisingly, he's done stuff for Flesh God Apocalypse.
Surprisingly. Dude, I kind of want Flesh God. It would be cool if Flesh God and Septic Flesh did a collab.
Well, they've toured together.
That makes a lot of sense.
They toured the U.S.
Did they tour with the symphony?
No, God, no. Neither of them have played with a full symphony before. The only time Septic Flesh did was in Mexico.
Oh, so probably if they ever do that, that's like a one.
Yeah, it's going to be. I mean, it costs a lot of money to rent.
That's true.
Symphony. And the problem is you have two dilemmas. Either you pay a full symphony to tour with you, or for each individual city, you have to rent their symphony and hope that they have your music down.
True.
Both of those are not ideal.
That is fair. But so are you...
Flesh God... Hold on. Flesh God has toured with the quartet though.
Mm.
They were doing that on
with
their last tour.
Apocalyptica.
That's a trio.
Oh, I know. I'm a poser. Whatever.
You're dumb. I've seen
Apocalyptica have a Metallum page.
They should. They've done a lot of song. They've done a song with Joe Duplantier. They've done a song with Rammstein. They did a song with Corey Taylor.
Yeah, they're on here.
Yeah. The Corey Taylor song and the Gojira song are both really good.
And by the way, they are a 4-piece, so
the bass player doesn't fucking count. No one cares about him.
He does drum. Yeah, oh no, he's got cello/bass, cello, lead, rhythm, keyboards, cello, lead, rhythm, cello, rhythm, cello, and drums, keyboards, double bass.
Okay, well, fuck me then.
Cello.
Creator. Francesco's done stuff for Creator's Gods of Violence. He did the 2 Shadow of Intent albums. And that's like all the bands then. Oh, and Unleash the Archers. He did their last album. And he's done a bunch of other bands I just have never fucking heard of any of.
Apocalyptica. What am I? Apocalyptica's last album name can blow me. It's called Cell O.
Moving on.
Cell-O.
Yeah.
It upsets me a lot.
That's except you don't pronounce the O. Because I'm making a sun reference.
Oh, I thought you were being serious. I'm like,
no.
My God,
just making a sun reference.
Apocalyptica. Yes, I get it. It's a sun reference.
It's a sun reference.
So yeah, I'm glad you liked Shadow of Intent. Would you listen to any of their other stuff?
I'd be willing to check it out. Like maybe their newest one, since Francesco also did that.
Yeah, their first 2 records are about Halo.
Less up for those.
Are you sure?
A little bit.
Apparently their name is also the name of a spaceship in Halo.
That's
what nerds.
I want to beat these guys up. I want to beat them up and take their lunch money.
It's not that bad. I know of an old metalcore band called My Children, My Bride. Did a song called Headshot, and it's literally just about Halo. It's not very good. It's fun, but it's not very good.
Well, anyways. So yeah, no, I'm very happy. Like I said, about 7.5 or 8.
Sweet. See, I give
Solid.
you good things all the time. Never given you a bad album, ever. Every album I've given you is ace.
I'm just wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Especially Disco Volante.
Especially Disco Volante.
Perfect album.
I would argue everything I've given you has been ace. As long as we... By the way, I re-listened to Letters of the Colony, and I still do not hate it as much as you do.
I like how you just went from saying everything is ace, and you're like, I didn't hate it.
I really like... I like the album. The only part I hate is the weird fucking...
fact that it's boring.
Fuck you. The saxophone solo in the last song, because it sounds very fake. If that's a real saxophone player, they need to get a different sax, because it straight up sounded like MIDI.
Yeah, Letters from the Colony can blow me. And
don't you say shit about that Ulcerate record. It was a solid record. You just have bad taste.
It was tolerable.
Fuck you.
At best.
Bullshit.
I did like the drums. I thought the drums were really good on the record.
I think you were just in a bad mood the entire time. You know what? Now that you have a CPAP, every record you didn't like, I want you to re-listen to.
No. I will pass. Wayne. So this would usually be where like we banter some more and talk about like, hey, here's what we've been listening to, haha.
We already kind of did that anyways. Like
kind of did.
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned that I've been listening to the Halo Effect of Brocky and the Septic Flesh singles.
I mean, I've listened to a bunch of like new albums that have come out. I listened to the new Rise Against record, and it was better than their last one. Problem is, it's been so long since I've listened to these records, I don't remember them anymore. I know I listened to the new Powerwolf record, and it was pretty decent, except for one particular song that was just it had a really weird subject matter, and I was not a fan.
What's the subject matter?
I'm pretty sure it had something to do with rape.
Oh!
Or at least, like, it was a very sexualized song. I just can't remember if it was consensual or not, but either way, I was very uncomfortable. Because Powerwolf is a power metal band.
Yeah.
So, like, which I like it. I liked
they were just going with some fuck.
Yeah.
The joke's not going to be funny now because
you got this.
It's this. It's the band that you like that like to have bad, disgusting chats.
Glory Hammer.
Glory Hammer. They're just repping Glory Hammer.
I listened to the new Meshuggah. I finally listened to all of it. It's really good. I thought it was way better than Violent Sleep of Reason.
I've heard basically if you like Meshuggah, you'll like it. Otherwise, it's just another Meshuggah record. I haven't checked it out,
I don't know.
So that's not my opinion.
I wouldn't say it's better than Kolos, but it's... I think the problem is there's a couple of instrumentals in there, and I think one or two of them could have been left on the floor. But I really do like it. Tonally, I think it's really good. Might even be better than Violent Sleep of Reason. And that was the one thing I really did like about that record. I thought the tone was great. For this one, like, Broken Cog is so heavy as an intro. It's really cool. I've been listening to a lot of Ninja Sex Party. I kind of go in waves.
I don't like it.
Man, honestly, since they started working with another group called, is it Tupperware Remix Party?
Yeah.
Ever since they started working with them, like, stuff off their last two records have been legitimately, like, ignoring the comedy bits. Like, there's some really well written songs.
I like them except for the comedy bits is my issue. Which makes me interested in Dan's current project, the Shadow Academy.
I didn't realize that he was doing a serious project.
Yeah, he has a serious project called Shadow Academy. He has a couple of songs out for it. You should check it out.
I'll have to check that. I will have to check that. See, I don't mind comedy music. It has to be funny for me to like it. Like, I'm not
So why the hell do you like Primus then?
Primus isn't comedy music.
No, it's pretty fucking silly.
It's silly, but it's not like they aren't playing
silly
it off as a joke.
Ha!
Blow me. I like Courtship of the Mermaid by NSP is really funny. It's the delivery of the punchline I think is hilarious. Welcome to My Parents' House is groovy as hell. Like, the actual instrumentation, I'm like, this is awesome. And it doesn't beat you over the head with the joke. It's really good. I like It's Bedtime. It's another one of those things where the chorus is hilarious and good. I've been listening to a little bit more of their covers. Like, they have a really good cover of Men at Work's Down Under. I like their cover of Don't Fear the Reaper. It's pretty solid. What other records have I been listening to?
I love how you said we weren't going to do this and now we're doing it.
I mean, screw it. Why not? I listened to the most recent Static X album.
Wow.
And the reason I did that, it was interesting because obviously Wayne Static died a few years back, but he had enough like recordings that they were able to piece together half a record. So what they did was they found a guy that sounds like him. I'm pretty sure it's the guy from the band Down, whose most popular song is Die Motherfucker Die. It's good. It kind of goes back and forth. Like, I think they start off with a song that has both of them on it, and then it's a song that has Wayne's vocals, and then it has a song that has the Down guy's vocals, and it goes back and forth. And it's actually pretty solid. I thought it was a very good record. I mean, it's very particular if you don't like industrial
new
metal. It's not going to be your thing. Obviously, Wayne Static also has a very iconic voice, where if you don't like it, it's not going to really change your mind. I've listened to Cannibal, which is another record that I really like by them. It's usually categorized as their heaviest record. It's also the only record they have that has solos on it. So I've been listening to Static X, been listening to Clutch, and they're really good. They're kind of like a bluesy they're kind of like they're I would call them kind of like a prog rock band in the sense that all of their music kind of starts to sound different because they kind of change things up as they play through. Really good record. That's about it. I found a couple of Anthrax songs I like.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I listened to Slayer's first album,
Oh no.
Show No Mercy. It is basically a slightly faster Kill 'Em All. It just reminded me a lot of Kill 'Em All. It wasn't bad. I liked it a lot. In fact, like Tom Araya kind of overuses that whole you know the song Angel of Death where he has the really high pitch
Yeah.
He kind of does that a few times in the first record to the point where I almost think it was overused. But Tom Araya has never been the weak point of the band. That's always been Kerry King. And I liked it. I thought it was like, it's a 30-minute thrash record. It kind of gets what it needs to do and goes away. There were a handful of songs I did like. But it's kind of funny. On their second record, they did a song where if you listen to it, it sounds exactly like Hit the Lights. Like one for one. I'll have to send... In fact, I'm going to send it to you.
No, I'm okay. Thank you, though.
You really only have to listen to the beginning. No, but what's the song? Aha, it's called Aggressive Perfector. And they actually, after everyone's like, this sounds a lot like Hit the Lights, they're like, yeah, we wrote the song shortly after first hearing Hit the Lights. And it's like, I think it kind of...
Imprinted.
Yeah, it imprinted. And I know that, I think you've said in the past that Hit the Lights is not your favorite Metallica song. But obviously, I think you know what it sounds like. And if not, I can send that too.
Send it.
So you can listen to this in order. I would probably recommend Hit the Lights first. But
all right, no, Hit the Lights. Oh my god, that is one for one.
Yeah, and it kind of goes into like you kind of hear similarities through the first couple of minutes of each song. Aggressive Perfector isn't a bad track. It's just Hit the Lights. If you like Hit the Lights, you're gonna like Aggressive Perfector. That was interesting to realize. I found a song off of Verminous that I like.
Hey, the Green album,
the Wereworms Feast.
And
then I listened to the I think Napalm Death put out a B-sides collection, or it was like an EP of some sort. And it was pretty good. It was very similar to their last two records. So if you like those, you'll like it. I listened to the new Korn album.
Oh my god.
It was fine. Had a couple songs I liked. He did the beatboxing thing.
Hey.
Which I thought they stopped doing for a while. But he kind of just busted it out. And I'm
he
like,
knew
hey,
people
he's doing the
it.
thing. He's doing the thing.
He's doing the thing.
But it's good to hear that he got his voice back at least, or his stamina back, because he had a COVID scare last year, I think. Yep, I think it's time to start signing out. Yeah, so hopefully we'll actually like record the next episode
in like 2 weeks.
But, hopefully within 2 weeks, maybe, probably not, but let's try and get it under a month. So let's go ahead and give each other what we're gonna listen to next. Mitchell, what do you got for me, bud?
Well, you like prog. I can tell it. I can feel it. So
I don't believe you. I don't really. Prog is bad.
And more specifically, you have both liked Opeth and Steven Wilson. So why not do the two together?
You're gonna give me Storm Corrosion.
You're getting Storm Corrosion.
Yay.
A self-titled album, Storm Corrosion.
Okay. Noted.
I have no clue if you're going to like it or not, because it's an album.
So is it death metal? Is it prog rock?
It's take Damnation and some of the softer stuff of Steven Wilson's Hand Cannot Erase.
Okay.
But add some like really creepy, eerie, spoopy moments. There are parts that are very sonically uncomfortable because of dissonance and effects.
I do like me some dissonance.
So, and there's some cool vocal stuff.
I've heard great things about Storm Corrosion.
Tell you everything that I'm aware of Storm Corrosion, Michael Ockerfeldt only does vocals on the first song and the last song. He's the falsettos on the last song. He did all the guitar.
It's okay. I was about to say, so it's barely a collaboration album.
No,
right.
I mean, they like
he just did the music.
They co-wrote it.
That's fine. I like Wilson's voice, so
and like I said, they on the first they do a lot of like harmonizing and stuff. So,
gotcha. Okay, Storm Corrosion. I'm looking forward to it. I've heard really good things about it. For you, let's see. I'm looking through the 13 or so records I have.
Oh God.
I think on the last episode I said that whatever you chose, I was going to give you the other one.
Probably.
Which I think in this case would be a tech death record.
Hey.
But I'm thinking of maybe going for something else.
He's a liar, ladies and gentlemen, and people that don't identify as either.
I'm not. I have a lot of different stuff. I have like a blackish metal band, tech death, and then I have a few double dips. But I'm trying to stay away from double dips as long as I can.
Aren't we all?
I have the first record I ever bought, which would be interesting. I've mentioned it on the show. I wonder if you can remember.
I would assume it would be a Slipknot record, wouldn't it? Or is it a Metallica record? It's
neither.
Wow. Then I have no clue what it is.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you it one day. I've mentioned it on the podcast before. I actually there's an album I mentioned in the last 20 minutes. But I think I'm going to go for a weird one. I've talked to you about this record. It's a progressive death metal record.
I already hate it because you said it was weird.
No, it's a weird situation.
Oh,
not the weird band. I say that it's a weird situation because I don't really like this album. It's kind of like prog that I think it's right up your alley. I think it's a prog that you like.
Yeah, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, so are you aware of the band Job For A Cowboy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Where they used to be ultra deathcore and then they went...
They used to be super deathcore. And if you want, you don't have to listen to the whole thing, but you could listen to their most popular song. It's called Entombment of the Machine. In fact, I'll add that on because you've done one songs on top of the record before. I'm going to give
except
you...
I was like, you need to listen to this because it's good, not because, hey, I know you're going to hate it.
I like Entombment of the Machine. I think it's a good song. But obviously it's earlier deathcore, but it's also kind of like it's the memed song. It's, preheat pizza rolls, preheat almost done. I love misheard lyric videos. But for me, when I'm telling you to listen to the song, it's kind of like a progression type thing because they started out as like deathcore. Then they kind of transitioned into more just death metal. I don't know if I would call it technical or progressive yet, but they definitely switched from deathcore to death metal, and I do like a lot of their death metal work. But the last album they released before they disbanded and that they've rebanded recently was called Sun Eater. I've listened to the whole thing. I don't think it's bad by any means. It's just not really my thing. But I think it's right up your alley.
That's why I said it's a weird situation. The entire thing, though, right?
I did. I listened to the whole thing.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't.
No, yeah, I've listened to the whole thing just so I could give it to you. Because I've listened to half of it before. I'm like, this is fine. It's not really my thing, but I did listen to the whole thing. I for the life of me, I can't tell you anything about it specifically right now because it's been like 6 months. But I have listened to the whole thing.
I mean, to be fair, when I give you
it's right up your alley.
From the colony, I hadn't listened to it for like a year or two.
So I'm going to give you Job For A Cowboy's Sun Eater, along with their song Entombment of the Machine.
All right, make sure you send it
just for contrast. Yeah, or I'll send it on Facebook or something too.
Since I'm really bad.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, there we go. A lot of prog next episode.
Yeah, it's actually going to be we both gave each other prog. So next episode, we're going to be talking about Job For A Cowboy's Sun Eater, along with their first song, their most popular song, Entombment of the Machine. We're also going to be going over Storm Corrosion's Storm Corrosion here on Distorted Entertainment. So I don't know if I have anything to leave on. If I do, I'll put it in post. So, yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in to the Distorted Entertainment podcast. If you liked the show, however long this ends up being, please share us with your friends and rank us. Give us a rating on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. you happen to listen to your podcasts. My name is Ethan Carpenter. I am, of course, joined by Mitchell Wade.
Everyone, adios.
Oh, I completely forgot. If you're in a band and you would like to have your music featured at the end of an episode of Distorted Entertainment, please feel free to message us on Facebook at it's facebook.com/distortedentertainmentpod. You can also email us. Information will be below, and you can also follow us on Twitter at distortedentertainmentpod, DISTENTPOD. So, my name is Ethan. I'm with Mitchell, and we will see you hopefully sooner than a month.
Hopefully. No promises.
Hopefully. Absolutely not.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.